And here we are at the entrance to Genis Royal Academy. So, we've done pretty much everything we can in the Ruin region. Yep, every quest turned in. All we have to do is investigate the White Shadow. Let's go, and hopefully let's meet up with Chloe. School's in session once more. Well, actually, I think school's about to be out of session because exams are almost over. Olivier's never been here. Probably for the best. Because of, yeah. Dorothy actually has, though. I believe she was here during the Academy Festival. Yeah, Agate wasn't here at the time. Oh yeah, that. If only you could have seen that. That would have been interesting. By the way, that actually gets full art in the Evo remake. I'm sure you're very excited to hear that. Why do I get the feeling he's gonna be roped into that the moment we meet him again? Estelle's great. Yeah, there aren't many people running around. Hey, Sieg! Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I'll explain that once we... yeah. I've already alluded to this many times. Sieg's still great, though. Actually, like, you know, design-wise, he kind of reminds me a little bit of a cockatoo, which is a bird we have in Australia that can be trained to talk, and they're generally pretty good at it. Oh, please tell me that's who I think it is. Yes, it is! And it's also Hans and Jill. She's back in her Genis Academy uniform, and no longer wearing the princess wig. But it's obviously still her. And hug time, I knew it. Don't be like that. You've been busy with a lot. There's already so much that you're doing. Oh, I should mention, this is going to be the heart explosion part of the game, so for those allergic to feels, I'm just putting a massive warning here. You know, I will say, if there's one thing the Trails series... well, there's a lot of things the Trails series is amazing at, but one thing it is amazing at is lamp-shading corny moments. There's a lot of that in this series. It gets even better in Cold Steel when Reen, also, Hans just gets a hello too, yeah. Reen likes making corny speeches, and everyone else in that game's party loves mocking him for it. It's great. And so, once again, we get to meet Dean Dumbledore. I mean, seriously, this guy is just like... he's practically almost exactly like the original art of Dumbledore from the back covers of the Harry Potter books. Except his glasses aren't quite half-moon spectacles, as they always describe them. Yeah, Agate gets straight to the point, doesn't he? Yeah, though I doubt it's a prank by one side. Hopefully it's not some kind of school prank gone horribly wrong. Considering it's almost the end of exams, that tends to be when students, do stuff like that. I know it's at least a tradition where I live that you have muck-up day as like one of the last days before you leave school, where yeah, students do crazy things. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Wow, that must be scary. Yeah, I was actually always kind of terrified of having to repeat grades, but then again, I think most people were. In my experience, it doesn't happen unless they're, like, really certain you just have not grasped certain concepts. Yeah, you've never seen a major school like this, although Genesis is interesting in that it's kind of like a cross between a high school and also a bit of a university or college. Because I think it's implied that some of the students who go here are definitely older than your average high school students. Ah, yes. General playground rumors. Always tend to be exaggerated. Yeah, we better stop this before it becomes a Seven Mysteries thing. Because that tends to happen in schools in Japanese media. Let me guess, it's the student council room? Hey, of course it is. A lot of warping around in this segment, but I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so all we need to do is talk to the students. Yeah, of course, Agata's great at hunting people down and intimidating, I mean persuading them to confess to things. Yeah, that's not a bad idea to check up on. And so we're teamed up with Chloe. Wait a minute, you haven't got a job for Olivier. That's worrying. Oh, okay. Oh, no, wait, that's even more worrying. Please don't leave them both to their own devices. That's not going to end well at all. Olivier, remember that, as out there as Dorothy tends to be, she's still a member of the press, so if you do anything weird, it's gonna be all over the newspapers, and that's not gonna be good for this school. Definitely. She's obviously there for a reason. Oh, okay, that's interesting to know. 10 years older, yeah. That would take a little while. Oh yeah, that. I kind of prematurely spoiled that back in FC. They, along with the Dean, are some of the few people who knew all along who Chloe really was. So, no revealing to anyone else that Chloe is the princess. What's actually interesting is that even though Olivier definitely knows, he's not even making any indication of that, even when he's among people who all know. When it comes down to it, he's actually pretty good at keeping secrets. Yes, let's interrogate some students. So, we need to check all around the school and the dormitories. So, it's questioning time. And we actually officially have Chloe back in our party, and I really love her new art for this game. It's just, I love this. So, I mean, yeah, there's not really that much to talk about Chloe since we won't be fighting with her just yet, but her augment is pretty much the same. She still suffers from having a lot of restricted water slots, but the thing with Chloe is that, like I said, there's a lot of equipment in this game that is female exclusive, and gives a lot of ATS. I actually generally like to give the Genis blouse to her, but Because extra speed on a caster is always nice. Okay, unfortunately Olivier took all of my action and cast quartz. No, he didn't. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to mess around with the Stella bit here. Okay, with this setup, I can get Clock Up EX and Clock Down onto Chloe. I think that's pretty solid. Okay, so all of that's done. And hey there, Hans. Let's see what you've got to say to us. Okay. Yeah, I believe this conversation is optional, but it's good to inform him about what's going on with Joshua. The two of them did kind of hit it off when they were at the academy. Yeah, you could say it. Very, very extreme running away from home. You know, I think that's part of why he left. It just hit him so hard to find out that that whole time he'd actually been working for Ouroboros without even realizing. That's the thing, his memories were kind of blocked off from before that point. Yeah, we saw his eyes do that several times in FC. I tried to put as many of those in the previously on montage as I could. There are a lot of times when his eyes just do that. And if you remember from the cutscene at the end of the prologue, Joshua's eyes are now permanently like that. Hans is definitely figuring things out. Yeah, that's... Wow, like, Hans is You should be a psychologist when you grow up, Hans. Like, you've just given the best assessment of Joshua that I've ever seen anyone give at this point. And that's really good advice. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. No, that was one of the best uses of my time. That's a great conversation, and from what I can tell, that's actually optional. So, yeah, glad I showed that. Okay, so let's see. Have you seen anything weird? Okay, nope. How about you? Oh, great, that name. What is, like, I can finally say this now, because as of recording this, I've actually uploaded the part in, Three Houses with that, but, like, what is it with people named Monica and being evil in games lately? This Monica, I'm pretty sure, is not evil, thankfully. Okay, yeah, unfortunately that's gonna be a waste of our time. Oh, hi there. You found out anything? Or are you just checking out the food? Yep, just checking out the food. Speaking of which, I need to do that too, because from here we need to try young lady plates. Made from real young ladies, I'm so sorry, but that's the first thing that came into my head when I saw that. And we also need to get, actually quite a few things. Hot potato fry, and royal gelato, which actually heals quite a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those recipes in my log right now. I should probably get crimson platter too. And miso stewed fish. And this. And royal gelato. That should actually be most of the recipes we can get in this chapter as well. So in terms of the people that we... Sorry there, about the mouse cursor there. In terms of the... Oh, hi there. Oh no. Let's hope that you never find it. Oh yes, that's totally what you plan on doing. Yes, that is exactly what you plan on doing. Nothing untoward whatsoever. Absolutely nothing untoward at all. Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, though, yeah, that's the boys' dorm, but we actually do need to go to the girls' dorm. It's right over here, because somebody in the girls' dorm actually did see something. Yep, it's these two right here. Now, we'll want to remember these two, because they're actually going to be semi-important later on for a side quest. Not so much now, though. So, Felicity's actually from a noble family in the Empire. And Raina, I believe, works in her household, so these two knew each other even before coming to the academy. Yeah, exactly. They are fellow students right now, but Raina was kind of a servant of hers in the past. This is actually a bit of a sneak preview about certain tensions that are going to be going on in the Empire eventually. Busy shouting at each other. Ah, okay then. Something happened. Horrors. Okay, yes, you're exactly the kind of person we need to talk to right now. That matches up with a lot of the reports. I can just imagine this being said in a spooky voice. It was the night before exams. back of the schoolhouse. Okay. That's pretty much all we need to know. Definitely consistent with a lot of the other reports. We still don't really have any indication of what that human-shaped object is, though. We do kind of know that it's immune to bullets. Well, good thing we're the only ones who know about that incident, but anyway. Our next destination is inside the school itself. Yeah, you'll know when you've got the right person when you go into this sort of cutscene mode when you talk to them. This guy's in the, I believe, the humanities classroom on the bottom floor of the school. Okay, you're witness to them actually flying past you. Towards the rear gate. I think we're getting a bit of a picture as to where this ghost might be originating from. And so we have even more witness testimony. I recommend the young lady plates. Just don't think too hard about what it's made of. Okay, our next student is second floor near the bulletin board. This guy right here. I was just randomly thinking, like, why is it that students with glasses, like in pretty much any media, are always stereotyped as being smarter? Is there some kind of correlation between being smart and having bad eyesight or something? I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely not nothing. Matches up with every other account that we've heard. Still floating, like usual. So everyone knows exactly where this thing went. Yeah, I'm sure you'd want to study that. And so with that, we have in our notebook all of the information from the people who saw the shadow. And if we go to the auditorium here, we can have a little bit of nostalgia about the play. Yep, reminisce about that time that Joshua fake kissed Chloe. I'm sure Estelle loves remembering that. I've been looking forward to getting to that scene. That scene is, it's one of a lot of people's favorite scenes in the game. There's not that much that I have to add there. I'm sure many people already figured out that Chloe liked Joshua, but just hearing her confess it like that and it leading to that huge conversation. I especially love the part where Chloe is starting to admire Joshua for being so resolved, and then Estelle just comes in and says, look, that's not the kind of strength you should be admiring. He's kind of being an idiot. It's just... oh, that moment is just so great. I consider that, like, Estelle and Chloe's... I wouldn't exactly call it, like, it's a bit too early for an A support conversation, but, like, maybe their B support conversation or something. It definitely gives me a support conversation vibe. Anyway, right now all we have to do is head back and try and report our findings. Let's see what progress everyone else has made. Jill's also pretty great. Okay, so none of the staff have seen it. Except the janitor. Well, that makes sense. The janitor's usually out late at night. Okay, yeah, understandable. Pretty sure they spend most of their time inside. It definitely seems like the Doot Doot schoolhouse is at the forefront of all this. Oh boy, Nyla's gonna be so mad at you for wasting film. Again, that place is the center of everything. So all that stuff about the monsters getting stronger lately, that's definitely affected this place. Maybe it's the ghost that is seeing the Doot Doots in its Doot Doot song. We fought those giant scorpions. I don't see how anything could be worse than that. He has a point. Wait a minute, outside the window, that's where everyone's been seeing things. It's circling in the air and has a mask. It's exactly like the reports. And it's flying off towards the old schoolhouse. Did anyone else see that? Let's hope they did. We weren't out all night, were we? Please tell me we weren't out all night. Well, now we're the one getting interrogated. See, I actually kind of like this. It's sort of interesting because it does annoy me that kind of often Japanese media cliche of girl who's normally tough but is scared of ghosts or something. But in Estelle's case, it turns out that she's only scared of them when she thinks that they're incorporeal, but the moment that she realizes they're actually physically real and something she could probably beat up, suddenly her fear is just gone. And I kind of like that. I also think it balances out the fact that there are actually quite a lot of male characters who are also scared of the ghost in this chapter. So yeah. I still think Three Houses, though, handled it pretty well in that the characters scared of ghosts are Ash and Eloise, so yeah. Estelle, is your monk level high enough to punch ghosts in the face? I still think given her staff specialty, Estelle would definitely be a monk if she was a D&D character. Joshua would definitely be a rogue with the assassin subclass. Olivier would be a bard, obviously. I see Agate as being a barbarian/fighter, multi-class. And Chloe's probably some form of wizard, I guess. Not really a cleric, because she doesn't really have any religious background. Oh, okay, that line from Agate there, also fighting types. I can kind of see Agate as being a fighting type, but yeah. That thing about, the camera girl can come, everyone else will stay back. No, 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 bad Agate, bad, 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 bad. You don't know why I'm saying that, but you will soon. Because, yeah. While Estelle might be freaked out by ghosts and incorporeal things, there's something that I'm very terrified of, and that's coming up very soon. Oh. Yep, nobody messes with the orphans on her watch. So with this, we're up to a full party of 4 people, plus Dorothy, which is terrible. No, we shouldn't really be overdoing it here, but... I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm really not looking forward to this. Remember how I said those cobalt sabers were not what I was scared of at this point? Oh yeah, fun anecdotes. I've got some fun anecdotes about my first playthrough of this game. I mean, I've kind of been half looking forward to this too, because I really want to share my stories about how horrifying this was when I first played, but I don't like this. I really don't like this. This is not good.